The Lives, No Return Voyage, Chapter 2, written and narrated by K.T. Nyang.
Nothing was the same afterwards, least of all us. It'd been a week since little Ben took sick and spoke the name of our destination, and he hadn't spoken a word since. "Roanoke," he'd whispered last. "Roanoke." Recalling the memory of it made me shiver. Abraham had been the one to wake Master. The moment Jebediah's eyes opened, the room had turned to ice once more. The chill was sharp. Jebediah had sat up fast when he saw Abraham looming over him in the glow. His expression twisted into something vile. I had never seen the man act this way. "Don't you ever touch me again, boy," he hissed. "Do you hear me?" he seethed through twisted lips. The fire crackled behind him, but it wasn't just the flames that burned. His eyes glowed red, wild, and for a heartbeat I could have swore they weren't his eyes at all. Abraham stood his ground, voice low and steady. "Yes, Master," he said obediently, yet not moving, still towering over Jebediah, while looking directly into Master's eyes. How bold! For the first time I came out of my own terror, only to notice that the air around Abraham seemed to tremble with some type of invisible power, yet I could see it and feel it. My Lord, I thought, what is this place we sail to that can invoke such things just from uttering its name? Roanoke. As Abraham stepped back, the light shifted, and that's when Master saw me. I was bent over the child, quickly pulling the blankets over his small, cold body. I couldn't hide my terror. My eyes betrayed me anyway, and my shaking hands. I couldn't get my hands to stop shaking. Why would my hands shaking so? Probably because the truth was already gnawing at my soul. Had I done this? The thought came. Had my calling to the old gods brought this upon us? A healing along with a curse. I knew there'd be a price to pay for Ben's healing, a sacrifice. But not this. This felt wrong. Something about this felt twisted. I knelt beside the bed just as Jebediah's voice split the stillness. "He's awake, Lou?" "Yes, Master," I answered. He had awoken, but now he is asleep again. Jebediah stood across from me now. He reached out, placing a careful hand against Ben's cheek. "He's so cold, Lou," while tucking the blankets even tighter around the boy's small body. The boy had spoken of our death and then drifted into a sleep somewhere between this world and the next. "Yes, Master," I whispered. "The fever had broke and—" I struggled over my words, thinking of how to explain to him the happenings that had occurred. The room seemed to shrink under the pastor's gaze. Jebediah noticed my unease as I stared into the fire, watching the embers pulse and fade like a dying heart. The chills came again. "Abraham," Jebediah barked suddenly. "More wood on the fire, now." The big slave emerged from the back of the room, locking eyes once again with Jebediah. Time stood still for a moment. My voice still shaky, I said quietly but quickly, in order to help break the stalemate. "I'll help get the wood." "No, you will not," the pastor snapped. What is happening here? He demanded to know, his gaze darting between us like the overseer's whip. Abraham, do as you're told or else. Abraham's jaw tightened, but he said nothing. He turned and carefully walked towards the door, stopping beside me long enough to kneel down and lift the shawl from the floor that had fallen from Ben's shoulders. He draped it gently around me, leaning close to my ear, while still matching eyes with the pastor. Tell him, Lou. Tell him we're all gonna die in his new world. Boy, you overstepped, Jebediah said. Abraham looked back, giving the pastor one last heated glance, turned his back, walked out the door, closing it behind him. Standing there now, looking at me in disbelief. Is there something going on between you two? Jebediah said. No, master, of course not. He knows he's not supposed to touch you, Lou. He hasn't, master. I swear it, he hasn't. Jebediah's eyes searched mine for lies. Finding none, he now said in a quieter tone, leaning over the bed across little Ben, Lou, what happened when Ben woke up?
The Lives. Join us for episode 3. See you in Roanoke.